I don't know.
Well, I haven't talked to you and Maddy in a long time.
That looks good.
Have you not?
It's been a hot minute. Yeah, he hasn't been on for at least 4 or 5 episodes now. He's
Oh.
been jet-setting. He's been wandering the world.
You've just been hoo-ha.
With Mike and I don't have the same days, but hopefully that's fixing to change. So.
Oh yeah, hopefully. All right.
As it were.
Let's chop in less than a minute for the first time ever. Like these people actually may hang out for a minute.
Wait.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Chainsaw Bar. I'm your host, Mike. I am joined by tonight with
Madeline.
And
Joe.
Thank you. Yes, perfect. Yes.
Eventually, maybe Jean.
And maybe Jean. But probably after you talk, Joe.
We can only do one at a time.
Because we haven't got a second phone that speaks out loud and stuff, so there is that. Eventually, maybe we'll get advanced enough that we can have 2 phones going at the same
We can
time.
get really, techie.
Yeah, if we get techie enough, maybe. Maybe. Not holding my breath on that one. But,
Alright, Mike.
Alright.
What's up?
Let's see, got time, check. Alright, let's jump into this. It's been a hot minute since we all got together. And this week, let's just quickly jump into a weird subject. The book stack. It's been a regular subject on our podcast. If you're into our Facebook page, I don't do Instagram. And I do have our account secured on Instagram, but I don't do it. But Sven Gooley sees me all the time commenting on him, so it could be a thing, but I don't generally. But this week's book stack, we did Young Men and Fire by Norm MacLean.
Norm MacLean. The guy who wrote Reference for if you watch that movie.
Fantastic. Great book. We did George Takei's They Called Us Enemy. And that's a deep read. It's a graphic novel, but George Takei pretty much just told about his time in the encampments. And it's really good read, but it's really depressing once you look at it from the outside looking in to understand what was actually going on.
Yeah, so a graphic novel about the Japanese Americans who were interned during the Pacific conflict.
Yep. So, that just came out this year.
You know, I say that, this was like... Okay, I'm not gonna...
Yeah, but, yeah, that's a great book. He's endorsed it. It's fantastic. Check it out. They Called Us Enemy. Loved it. I'll lend it to you. It's a quick read. You can knock it out in like 45 minutes. Sit on the porch, chill out, have a cigar.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Worth looking at and recognizing how close, just like Holocaust situations or it wasn't a Holocaust. We didn't kill them, but we interned them and we treated them like enemies of the United States, just for being immigrants from a country that we were then at war with. It's really important to remember that the United States has a history with this.
Yeah.
To me.
Me also.
Yeah. Next book.
The Complete Works of Lewis Carroll. We went with a theme here.
Mike was trying to go with the theme. We fell off it a couple times here. Was it weirdest books you've ever read?
Craziest books.
Craziest.
Books, I guess, yeah. That's
so there's a lot of crazy children's books out there, but I think this is one that resonates with everybody.
Yes. Lewis Carroll's work is fantastically bizarre. I don't know what drugs he was on, but his ideas based around chessboard were fantastic.
I mean, the caterpillar smoking the hookah could give you some maybe indication of what he might have been on at that time.
Yeah. I read the first 2 books, and then I skimmed some of his other works. And there's a lot of that book that I have not read personally. But the first 2 ones, yes.
I personally think if we're going to do a craziest book you ever read book stack, that we should do all children's books. Because children's books are the craziest. Like adult books, they don't expect us to get into the crazy. But children's books, chef's kiss. And there's a book I couldn't find that I want to put on this, which is called The Magic Pudding, which is an Australian children's book. I'm not gonna say it's very violent. It's about magic pudding and like badgers and other animals beating the shit out of each other. It's for children.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever heard that one, Joe?
Well, you were on the Lewis Carroll, and they say the Brothers Grimm, the original stories, the way they wrote them was kind of dark too.
Yeah, yeah. I almost grabbed that one.
Not just crazy, but dark. The Robert Bridegroom, that one sticks out to me.
You got dead air?
No. Yeah, we're here. We hear you.
We're here. Can you hear us?
You can't hear us. And he's off.
He can't hear us.
Alright, he can't hear us. He lost us, but we might switch out. I don't know. Because we lose a speaker, but definitely. Yep. Interesting.
What?
Well, we lost his voice. But no, he's not.
You want to try it again?
Give him a second. He's soaring right now in his own world. But
okay, well, Magic Pudding is a book by Australian writer called Norman Lindsay.
Norman
Lindsay.
Norman's on this list today.
I'm not sure when this book was written, but it's old, and it is 1918.
Ooh, that's bachelor.
Seriously, like violent badgers.
Alright. And we're back. If we got anything, Joe, you hear us check the check?
Yeah, we got disconnected.
Yeah, you stopped hearing us, so it's no big deal. But
we'll blame it on Verizon.
Yeah, we'll blame it on the solar flares or something. But yeah, Maddy's book, The Magic Pudding, that she doesn't have in the stack, was by Norman.
I can't find it. No, it was illustrated by Norman Lindsay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. A bunch of badgers beating each other, and the kids, or just them?
You have to read it. It is just a wild ass fucking book.
Fair enough.
Noted. Norman Lindsay authored and illustrated it, and it is just, it's wild as shit. It's like these Australian badgers and other weird Australian animals, like anthropomorphic animals, who are beating the shit out of each other, and they have a magic pudding, and the magic pudding is tea. So this is completely wild, and if you have never read this, seriously, like, go out. I don't care if you're a grown-up. The Magic Pudding.
Sounds terrifying.
Kind of sounds like Animal Farm.
But written for children?
Well,
it's not Orwellian. It's not that at all. It's just it is absolutely the children's book.
Well, I think a lot of the fairy tales are cleaned up now.
Yeah.
From what they originally were, because they were scary for kids, and it had to be taken up a notch and have a happy ending, or have
it had to be cleaned up. It had to be whitewashed. That's what I said when Mike said, "What's the craziest book you ever read?" And I said it's probably a children's book, but I can think of some crazy adult books. But most of the people who are high. But the craziest books I can think of, I said we need to have a separate book stack for crazy children's books, because there you have your old dolls, and your Maurice Sendak.
Maurice, love Maurice.
Oh, absolutely. You have, the bombs.
Crazy Bakers.
The Wizard of Oz, all that stuff,
Well,
yeah.
Well, the book bans and everything that's happening now, or trying to close libraries or stuff like that.
Yes, that bullshit.
That's offensive.
That whole trip. Yeah.
I mean, you're 12, you're old enough to have a baby you didn't mean to have, but you're not old enough to check out a book from a library without your parents' permission.
Right.
That's what's happening now, and it's absolute fucking dog shit.
Total crap.
By the time you're 12, you've already formed an idea of what kind of books you will enjoy or want to be drawn to, and if not, if one
Look, I was reading Shakespeare.
Just put it back on the shelf and go on. You're going to have to make a
right?
big deal out of it.
Exactly. That's fair. Yeah, that's exact. By 12 or 13, you kind of have a weird damn North Star you're following as far as ideas go.
If you're a reader, I think a lot, but maybe for everybody, I don't know. I was that weird bookish kid myself. I was that kid raised by the public library.
I got a few books. I enjoyed adventure books and choose your own adventure books. Those are fun, and they kind of put me in my mindset of what I choose is my path, and then you go by that path, and then, damn, I just got killed. But it happens, and then it kind of sets you towards a path that's like, all right, I could get killed if I go out and do this, and there's an edge of adventure to that.
That's also just a great time to be a reader, no matter what you like. No matter what you like. Like for me, 12 years old, I was reading fucking Shakespeare, I was reading Jane Austen, I was reading Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I was into what I thought was high literature. And I felt like that was really important to me at that age. For whatever. My kids at that age, they were reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, they were reading R.L. Stine, they were reading
Give me a cheeseburger with a cat's face on it.
They were reading Redwall, they were reading the Warrior series about the feral cats killing each other in horrible ways. All that stuff, but you know what? Read what you want to read, man. They were reading manga, But as long as you're reading, I think we can all get together. I was pretty stuck up about what I was reading when I was a young kid because I thought I was smarter than everybody, which I now realize.
Well, that's the key. The key word is read, because a lot of kids won't read, don't want to read, don't know how to read.
Exactly, and I mean, I've had conversations with my kids' teachers when they were real young, and I was like, look, and they were like, boys read different than girls.
Yeah.
Straight up had a female 4th grade teacher say, boys read different than girls. They're more interested in something that is nonfiction.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or something with illustration.
Storytelling.
Like manga.
Yeah,
and I was like, absolutely, comic books, graphic novels, absolutely. And that isn't it's one or the other, you're a girl or a boy there. This isn't a gender thing exactly. But they said that was something they noticed about their, 5th grade boy readers. And I was like, cool. So it's cool. My son wants to read whatever he wants to read. Yeah, as long as he's reading, he's reading. Cool.
Joe, what do you remember about your childhood reading? Do you remember anything? What kind of got you going when you were out? I don't know, wherever the hell you were back in the day. Because I remember reading adventure stuff and going out and watching movies, of course. But I was Indiana Jones in my childhood. So there was that.
Yeah. And if you saw a movie, you may have read the book and then they make the movie and you compare or see the movie and then that gives you the interest to read the book it was based on to see, for more insight or how is the screenplay for it similar to the book, or did they add or delete things?
Exactly, because like back then they would write up a screenplay, then they'd release the movie, and then they'd release the Indiana Jones the book, and it was just a weak book based on the movie screenplay, and those are good reads. I love those. Those are like a lot of my reading. But it was just a movie in descriptive form.
That particular series was written in reverse, though. The movie came first and then the book.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
It was a style from that era. Because they would release the movie after they got a screenplay, and it's not really... It was really a bigger thing, because, like, prior to the, like, late 70s, early 80s, books were... the screenplays, and everybody else would write screenplays based on the books. But after that, somebody would just come up with a story. They're like, "Oh, there's a story. Let's sell it." And then they'd write a book based on it, the kids or something.
Yeah, I remember.
And the quality of the movies, used to be, for the most part, a lot better because they weren't coming out. There wasn't a new movie. Or 3 new movies coming out every week somewhere.
Yeah.
Like some
or computer generated, the green screen and everything would, yes, it keeps costs down, but the epics and the ones that were 2 or 3 hours that had an intermission, they were all filmed. You didn't have any computer generation and So, if somebody goes and I guess the best ones are, these 90-minute westerns that come out that are all pretty well computer generated, and they're 1 or 2 or 3 actors, and, there's not much of a story, but, they can say, "Oh, I made this movie,"
Yeah.
But it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, it's modern cinema. It's a bummer. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but you have to dig. You have to dig a little bit.
Well, I mean, like, for me, like, and I pass this on to my kids, like, The Last Unicorn. The Last Unicorn is a brilliant novel by Peter S. Beagle, and Peter S. Beagle had everything to do with the fucking late 1970s cartoon adaptation on the big screen of that. He had everything to do, and it is almost word for word the novel. It's perfect in that way, and he's still writing, by the way, everybody. Peter S. Beagle.
Is he out there still?
He's still out there.
Knock on wood. Yes.
Knock on wood.
Keeping them knock on wood jokes so we can Peter Beagle. Because we have a tendency to kill fucking famous people. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like stuff like that. But I mean, when my kids, when Vincent was little, and I let him, I would always make him read the book before he watched the movie because I'm a complete jerk. Yeah. But he wanted to watch Black Cauldron, and I was like, well, then you gotta watch, you gotta read the Book of Thru. You gotta read all those books. So when he watched the Black Cauldron, he was so pissed off.
Really? Why?
Because they didn't get the Horn King's horns right. And it was all that. He's like Gurgi was the only good thing about it. Okay? They didn't get it right by the book at all. That was not the Horn King. He read the whole,
You
series.
read the book, so...
The book of 3. And he was just like, well, no. Gurgi was cute. And I was like, Gurgi was cute. He was like, they didn't even get the Horn King's horn right. Mom, what the fuck? He was like 10 years old. He was so upset.
Did you ever read any of those the Black Cauldron books, Joe?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't ring any bell.
Me neither. I didn't. The Book of 3 I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
So, Well, it's a thing, so maybe this summer, something for us to look into. The Book of Three.
I loved the Black Cauldron when I was a kid, but I hadn't read the books when I watched it because it came out in 1985. I was 6 years old. I was a little advanced for my reading level, maybe, or I mean, I guess I just hadn't read it for whatever reason.
That one always made me think of like every time I seen an advertisement for the Black Cauldron. For some reason, I always thought of the video game, the freaking Dragon's Lair. For some reason, I was like, "Oh, it's Black Cauldron."
Yeah, because it looks very similar.
Yeah, it's like Don Bluth. Like, I don't know if he was the damn artist behind both those films, but Don Bluth definitely did Dragon's Lair, and that game wasn't like my fucking teenage childhood years because I would like take my bike or just hike out from my house down to the damn Yogi Bear fucking. Yogi Bear campground where they had an arcade. It was a shitty arcade, but they had fucking Dragon's Lair. And I don't know how many fucking dollars or cents I wasted in that game just playing that beautiful, beautiful beast. Like, hours of my life were spent walking, traveling, and just to play, and Dragon's Lair was so gorgeous. And it was Don Bluth's fucking cartooning, his team, everybody did. That game was fucking mind-changing. It was like you're watching a movie, and it was your movie that you were the charge of, and then when you fell into that thing and little scream, that's just your fault. The end.
Right. Yeah.
That was a fantastic video game. Fantastic cartooning. And that's like how I feel about those like Black Cauldron and like Secret of Nim and all those. They're all the same, that genre, that art.
Even the old like Lord of the Rings and Hobbits and the Hobbit like cartoons and Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal, yeah. But oh man,
all that shit.
What do you think about the old Hobbit and the what's it?
Enjoyed them.
Yeah, like the cartoons. They were cartoons. Were they ever? Do you remember if they were in theaters? I don't remember. I think there was an animated version, but the big impact was what they came out with, in the last 10 years, 12 years with the Hobbit and the Journey and the Return of the King and all that. I think that wrote more people in, but there was a animated The Hobbit cartoon short movies. Yeah, that's the thing I remember about. That's the only reason I remember being interested in the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm like, this is like Frodo and the Gandalf and that damn the ring thing. That's why I remember thinking when they threw it out there because I remember the cartoon.
You didn't read the books.
I didn't read the books. Of course not. Why would I read books like that? It's about them halflings.
The books are difficult.
That's a lot of reading. The books
are fucking very
you nailed it, Joe.
Tiring, right?
There's
no lie there.
They can border on the tedious.
Bordering on tedious, yeah. It's like when we're North Carolinians, right? Like Thomas Wolfe. Come on. And I feel like this about, and I also feel like this about James Joyce. But like you just don't stop with this. Where you need, with the tedium. Right.
Well,
yes, but I like the storytelling. The storytelling is good, but the writing is kind of tedious.
All right, what you got, Joe? Go.
Well, it makes you wonder what did he have an opium habit or something to pick up those characters?
Tolkien?
I mean, yeah.
No, he didn't.
Well, where would you come with those, though?
No, I'm saying he didn't because I did a book report on him when I was like in 6th grade.
Oh, that's it. That's him. There we go. We got the Commandments in Gold there.
There you go. Commandments in Gold. Tolkien did not have a fucking drug habit. These other guys might have, but
had his 10th grade book report.
Nope, sixth grade book report. Thank you. Maybe 7th grade. Yes, on Tolkien.
Oh no. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I can tell you all sorts of shit about him.
Okay.
He has the same birthday as my brother.
Oh no, that's
Dylan.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
So unnecessary.
weird.
But
Anyway,
yeah, his storytelling tedious.
it gets a little bit like, why do we keep describing this tree? And that's why I'm bringing in Thomas Wolfe and all these other motherfuckers who just want to keep tediously fucking describing the same goddamn thing, and then their editors are like, hey babe, can we get around that? They're like, hold on. I think what we need to do is just describe this more.
No, just no, dude.
This is the way I imagine it works between
what
writers
we,
and
what
editors.
we need to do is create our own book club and meet.
Man, I'll be walking in with Cliff Notes every day.
I have a sister. One of my sisters is in a book club, and she'll call me and tell me about what's going on in her book club, which is hilarious because I'm not.
What?
And then sometimes she'll send me that book just because.
Damn, that's amazing.
And it's great. I don't know. I thought book clubs were just for like gals to get around and drink wine.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah. Or, like Oprah, make more money like she needs more money.
Right.
Or maybe she was just trying. Oprah maybe she doesn't really need the money. She's just trying to sell her damn thing of the week.
But she likes it. And you know what? Some
Oprah
of the
loves
books on
reading.
Oprah's book club list.
I bet she loves it.
I'm saying,
I bet
100
she's a
Years
reader.
of Solitude, Gabriel Garcia.
Oh my god, I've seen that book. It looks too big. I don't want to touch that because it's a big book.
But I'm going to tell you what, it's way better than Love in the Time of Cholera, so there's that.
Alright, there we go.
As far as Gabriel Garcia Marquez goes, I love his writing, but I fucking hated Love in the Time of Cholera. I don't think that made Oprah's list. But 100 Years of Solitude, 100%. That is a great book. It is a wonderful book. It's my favorite book of his.
Oh, okay.
Love in the Time of Cholera?
No! Not that one.
The other one.
That book is disturbing as shit. Actually.
I never read it, but the reason I asked, I thought maybe you had read it.
I have read it, and I just go to 100 Years of Solitude instead. 100 Years of Solitude, if you want to read Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
Yeah.
100 Years of Solitude.
Better read then.
Not Love in the Time of Cholera. Love in the Time of Cholera will give you a sore place in places in your body that you think this is kind of icky and makes me feel sick.
Oh yeah, she has described this book in that term. Like there are parts in the story where it's just like gross descriptions of things that don't need to be described, but he goes into it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like
I'll look it up
gross
on the internet.
And unhealthy relationships. I'm gonna say that.
Unhealthy relationships and
so not love in the Time of Cholera, but yay, 100 Years of Solitude. Although there's some weirdness there, there's always weirdness with Marquez. But in 100 Years of Solitude, it's quite lovely the way he wrote that. I like that quite a lot. Yeah. All right. That's what I have to say about that.
Okay. All right, Joe. What was your weird book that you remember reading? Just to recash it.
The one that I was very disappointed in. I love what Stephen King. I've read Stephen King since he first came out with Carrie, and the one that I couldn't believe that I finished it. I kept thinking it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Is Duma Key. D-U-M-A-T, Duma, down in Florida.
Never even touched on that.
Yeah, is that one of his new ones?
Yeah. Oh, no, this has been published for years. But I couldn't believe I didn't, I just thought, okay, this is one of my favorite authors. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. And it was, it never granted like all of his others.
Is he really one of your favorite authors? And let me ask you, what are your favorite books by him? Because I've read very little, but I never really got hooked.
Beyond the Dome, of course, Terry, Firestarter. The one that really messed with my mind was the first was Pet Cemetery.
Okay,
interesting.
So I've never tried to read any of these books. I've tried to read a few of his books, and I just didn't like his writing style.
Yeah.
I tried to read The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon.
Yeah. And short stories.
Yeah.
Short stories.
Yeah, because
I enjoy short stories better than
in general. I like short stories better than novels because it's just it's easy.
Right.
And I'm not saying that I don't love a novel, but especially when I'm trying to deal with somebody who's writing a might.
Yeah. You might check out. This is a fairly new one. It's called Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale.
Yes. It's probably been out for about a year and a half.
So I've tried to read a few of his books, and it was just like it wasn't edited well, and I have a hang up about that.
She really, really has a bad problem with people editing and editing in general. If it's not edited right, the words aren't right. She really
the grammar isn't right, punctuation isn't right, and
and
I think that I want to say that I think that Stephen. I've said this before, that I think Stephen King is a very talented storyteller. He's brilliant in his storytelling. But get somebody else to edit your fucking actual writing.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because we can't see that. We have a blind spot as writers or storytellers.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough.
But, I mean, we have a blind spot to that. I do. I'm not a fucking award-winning writer who has multiple films made off my stories. But when I read Stephen King, I go, well, there's that, and there's that, and they're getting on my nerves.
Yeah, when there's editing errors because if I'm not mistaken, Stephen King did a lot of his own work a lot of his own editing. I don't know if he's moved on from that, but in his early, until maybe the last 5 or 10 years, maybe he only allowed himself to be edited. I actually probably 100% blame frickin' The Shining.
Because of Kubrick?
Yeah, Kubrick. 100%. Kubrick is probably the main reason that he went on and started editing his own work only.
I think that is just...
That's a far-reaching thing, of course, but that's my personal opinion.
It's reaching. He didn't like Kubrick's adaptation of his work, and that's fun. But he edits his own work, and it's like, babe, you're a writer. You're not an editor.
Yeah. What do you think about that one, Joe?
And
do you like his you like his writing? You like his writing, of course, but do you think he misses some editing points?
Or are you an editorial person?
Well, I think at this point, you're probably right, Maddy. You just let somebody else do it, and he gives them a mention at the back of the book, and he's been so successful that he just churns it out.
No, it's that he doesn't let other people edit it.
That's
the thing. It's like,
he won't let somebody else edit his work anymore. Maybe
I don't think he ever has.
That's a weird part.
Or maybe he does now. Maybe he does now. I don't know. This is a few years old information, but it was like, but honey, always let somebody else look over your work. Always do that. You always do that because sometimes you need feedback. We all need feedback.
Well, that should be what an editor does. The editor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he wasn't doing that. He wasn't letting his work be edited. He went and edited it himself, and then I tried to read it and be like, oh, this and this and this, and now it's like reading a menu that says cappuccino means a little cap that these monks wore. No.
All right, no, stop.
No,
all right,
it's
stop
a
there.
mountain
Just
range.
stop there. All right, let's just stop. All right, let's step forward again because this is damn tangenting. I'm trying to control this podcast a little bit, so let's move on. The next book is we can't do a movie. We're still in this damn god awful book stack. All right, Too Much Coffee Man by Shannon Wheeler. Y'all check it out. Guide for the Perplexed. It took that man 15 years to write that. You can skim through it in probably 10 minutes. It's amazing.
So good, y'all.
Good.
Too much Shannon Wheeler.
It depresses him that it takes he worked his a decade to write that thing, and then you can skim through that thing and whatever.
Involved there.
Exactly. And it's so well written. It's so well illustrated. It was a comic somewhere up in Seattle. And he would do a weekly, bunch of stuff.
Texas.
Or I think he's in the Pacific Northwest somewhere, and he would write not the point. He would write up there, and that's where he got famous. And then, years and years and years of work just skimmed down to, all right, I skimmed that and read it, and it's funny, and then I'm done with it. And
both Texas and the Pacific Northwest, and there is a thing there.
Yeah, but the majority is in the Northwest. The Texas parts, I'm not sure about. All right, let's jump next up. We go up to the Beach Bum Berry Remix, which is just a cookbook for mixed drinks, and it's tiki, Polynesian pop. It's delicious, and it really doesn't fit on this list at all because where we went with it in this podcast is definitely not where we're at now.
We're all over the place.
And the next book is Maddy's choice. And we're back there.
Mike said, Maddy, what's one of the craziest books you've ever read? And I said, God damn it, don't ask me a question like that. It's mostly children's books. But that's Gene trying to call him.
Ignore.
So
you threw out
after
Flann O'Brien's At Swim Two Birds?
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean? At Swim Two Birds. Flann O'Brien. Hey, have you ever heard of Flann O'Brien there, Joe?
No, I don't think so.
Me neither.
I don't think so.
Flann O'Brien is a crazy ass fucking Irish writer.
Oh, Irish writer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty edgy.
I put one. I think that was very.
I know, but Irish still.
I'm trying to think of his fucking. God damn it!
Yeah. Our listeners will know that.
No, they won't.
Or they'll Google the commitments and find out who the writer is.
It's the Barrytown trilogy. Is why I'm thinking his name's Barry, but his name's not Barry. Hold on.
Oh God, we're Googling.
Now I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna. Yep.
All right, you're on pause.
Hold on.
So, Joe, what do you remember, the best book you remember reading when you were a child, youth? Just Google. Just Google.
What am I Googling?
I don't know, wherever commitment thingy is you're thinking of. But don't interrupt now.
It was, I can't, it was a coming of age story set in prehistoric times of it wasn't a Neanderthal, but I'm trying to think the name of it. I can remember the author.
I got it.
Can't remember
Sorry.
Oh my God, Maddy thinks she knows it. All right, are you ready for it?
The Clan of the Care Bear?
No, that was well before Clan of the King Bear.
Boom!
Yeah. So close.
No, way back. This was. I read this in elementary school.
Oh.
So
I read Clan of the Cave Bear in
Clan of the Cave Bear, I was probably in my 20s or 30s when that one came out.
Oh, okay.
I was too young to read Clan of the Cave Bear when I read it, but I did. I only read the first book though.
Yeah, Jim. Oh, he had a like a Scandinavian name. Kiergaard, Kjergird, something like that. And I remember checking it back out. It was the village, or whatever gets wiped out, and his parents are killed, and he has to make his way to another village, and everything that happens, and there's dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's not based on true history.
Yeah.
I think the Neanderthals were, thousands of years after the dinosaurs. So,
that does sound like that's a good sounding book.
Yeah,
It does sound like
it was an exciting read.
It sounds like he was going out to the bar at Cheers.
For a 7 or 8 year old.
Oh, okay. Whole different world then. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What was that supposed to be looking at?
I don't.
Haircut?
No, not that. No. All right. So, Flan O'Brien will skip. And one of the most recent crazy books I remember reading, and I picked up a copy, was of course The Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I was a '90s fucking kid.
Oh yes.
Yep. I started reading again in the 90s. I took like a hiatus from like 1985 to 1998, yeah, from reading, because I didn't really give a shit about reading. So and then I seen the movie and I was like, oh shit, I wonder if the books ain't good for God knows what reason. And then I checked the book and I was like, wow, that is way different than the movie, but not too much. And
did you see the depth or the Murray version?
Both. Except for the Murray version was of course called Where the Buffaloes Roam. I seen that oddly for some goddamn reason when I was a kid in the 80s. Yeah, so I remember seeing that when I was a kid and I was like, huh. It was something I was just on. I don't know how the hell I seen it. I guess my dad, of course, maybe loved Bill Murray like everybody else in the world. But yeah, Where the Buffaloes Roam, that one always popped in my head. And then when I seen the previews for that, I was like, why does this seem familiar? But then I watched it, I was like, holy shit, this is great. Then I read the book, and then I deep dove to Hunter S. Thompson, and then there was the connection. I was like, oh, there it is. But yeah, great film, crazy books. And
did you read any other Thompson?
Oh God, yeah, I read his. I can't remember any titles. I've read at least 2 of the other ones he's done, and they're just fun.
Hell's Angels, Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail.
Read that one. Yep. I didn't read Hell's Angels. I've not seen a copy of it, so I haven't I'm not buying one, but I haven't seen a copy. But somewhere, in one of the libraries around, I seen them, the Campaign Trail, where I did scrim that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's this writing style is just so ridiculous. But I guess it's related to, the situations. To me, I'm not ever...
The writing style is actually just very straightforward. But the subject matter is what's well,
there you go.
How do we feel about this? But the writing style is absolutely legitimate, and it's lovely to read, and everybody kind of loves it. Do you love what he's talking about? Not if you're a twat. If you're a twat, you're probably like, well, this liberal sniff like motherfucker. But if you're, somebody who just enjoys reading and likes what he has to say, then you're gonna have a totally different
outlook
on it. Yeah, exactly.
Enjoyable. Which brings us to the top book. Don Quixote.
Don Quixote?
Uh-oh. No, still Gene time. Nope, ignore.
What?
We'll jump in with Gene in a moment.
Don Quixote, I haven't finished reading it.
I've read so much of the first fucking 2 chapters, and that's it.
And it's so boring.
It is Quixote. Crazy Spaniard. Is he Spanish? He's Spanish.
It is Spanish.
I seen the movie, and that was fun.
Did you? I never did.
What book are we talking about, or what movie?
We're talking about Cervantes here. We're talking about Don Quixote, and
okay.
I haven't finished reading the book.
But I watched a movie and I liked it.
Was there a movie?
Oh, yeah,
Don Quixote?
There's been lots of movies about Don Quixote.
Yeah.
He's a...
The windmill guy, but the book is actually fucking dry as fuck, and man, hard to fucking read, and it's like some of our, there's some Russian wonderful authors that I love that I can't read without falling asleep.
That's terrible.
That's straight up a thing, and I don't think it's a thing for just me.
Yeah, probably not.
And I don't have to prove myself to anybody, but, give me Crime and Punishment one more time. One more fucking time. And I will fall asleep one more time.
Alright.
And that's how I feel about Don Quixote. The writing is dull.
Yeah. Well, that's an opinion.
It's not even an opinion. It's just what it is for me, and what it is for you might be a different thing. You might find this very engaging, but I don't. I don't find it engaging. I find it like something that kind of nods me off to sleep. Just like Crime and Punishment. Nodded me off to sleep.
Crime and Punishment.
And there are books that I have tried to read for decades that I cannot finish reading because I fall asleep reading them. And they might be very well written.
Third edition.
They might
What's the third book? What's the third book that you've fallen asleep to? I might be asking now.
After
Don
Quixote and
Crime
and Punishment?
Yep. What puts you to sleep?
What else was put me to sleep? Oh, Jesus, Mike. That's a hard call.
That's why I'm breaking up and let you think about it. So anyway, go back to Don Quixote's. What do you remember about Don Quixote? Because I've only read the first 2 chapters, and it was okay, but I was a kid. And I remember it just being fanciful and crazy. That's all I remember about it. You remember anything?
I just remember the movie. I don't recall if I ever read it.
I agree 100%.
It's kind of like trying to get through Shakespeare.
Yeah, the movies, the adaptations and the plays are way better. Because, you're reading a screenplay with damn Shakespeare.
I love Shakespeare, but these guys, come on, guys, come on, bring up the language or something to engage me,
You, sir, are a son of a bitch. Good day.
That would be good. You, sir, are a son of a bitch. Good day. I would cheers. I would love that, but I can't. Nope. Not gonna read. I have not even read, except for, I don't know, I've never had to read Shakespeare. I will say that. On the record, I have never read Shakespeare. Ever. I don't know fit and fanny about Shakespeare's actual text. I've only seen the movies. Fit and fanny, which you just made up, by the way, y'all. That sounded very.
Don't judge me. Don't judge my damn fit and fanniness. These are my words. It's my podcast.
Tell me what the fanny is. What's the fanny, British person?
The book, of course.
Front or back? What's the fanny?
I don't judge. But anyway, yeah, no, I've never read a damn Shakespeare book in my life. I've looked at them; they look pretty, but I've never read one. Nor will I, because I can watch Leo with his handgun. And Leo with a handgun.
Knows what he likes and doesn't like.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Leo with a handgun that says sword. I'm good with that. 100% good with that.
9mm sword, motherfucker.
Right. Exactly.
It said that! It actually said that in the film.
9mm
Goddamn
sword. I'm in. 100%. All chips in. 9mm sword. All in there, Leo. Oh, sweet, sweet Bethany. We're in.
You know what? Romeo and Juliet was such a goddamn fucking bullshit story to begin with. Like, I can say, without hesitation, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Like, these kids were 14 years old. You're 14 years old. You fucking gonna kill yourself?
14-year-olds don't know shit.
You gonna fucking kill yourself over fucking not marrying the love of your life at 14 years old? Give me a goddamn break. What the fuck, William Shakespeare? That's some fucking
That was his
bizarre,
first wife. Don't judge
bizarre.
William Shakespeare.
No, his first wife was Rosalind.
She was 12.
Mike could have. You're probably right. But it was just so. And I love Shakespeare.
Careful. Man, you're smacking the table, dude.
I am smacking the table. Smacking the table saying, I love Shakespeare. I love this shit, but it's so fucking ridiculous.
No.
It's stupid.
Alright, we're at 52 minutes. We will have to pause and restart here because I'm getting the crazy awesome stuff on the phone, which doesn't really mean much, but I'm getting spikes because that means the speaker is saying go fuck yourself. Because my speaker is dead. Joe, we'll be back in a couple minutes. Let me reset my speaker and we'll be right back, y'all. Stay tuned. Same bat channel, same bat station. 3, 2. Record. All right, looks like we are good to go. Maddy's wandered off, so I just want to wrap up our section because, like, yeah, this is way more than like you signed on for, and I just want to make sure that like we could wrap this up in a reasonable fucking 45 minutes. But oh yeah, fucking great times. I wish he was here for this, but. Well, I don't know. I got nothing with the book stack. It's been ridiculous. This has been a weird, fun book talk for the show. I'm just going to mark this off as book talk. I'll scribble down book talk with Joe, and yeah. That was good. Okay. Like, it does, let you know about people. It does let you know, like, it does teach you about what you learned and what you actually saw, and then how you reflect on things. It's like, man, Call of the Wild was my life. And then it's like, that was ridiculous. There's no way in hell I'm going to Alaska. Stuff like that.
Well, when I read now, and this is always how I've done it for years, I'll read 2 or 3 books at the same time.
Damn, that's insane.
Like I'll read a chapter in one and then go to a chapter in another. Like just give you an idea. I'm reading Tony Hillerman, The Blessed Way, and the other end of the scale is the last volume of the Winston Churchill biography called The Last Lion, and World War II is wrapping up.
Oh wow!
And then Stephen King. So, I'm able to keep, what's going on in the book, whatever I'm reading, and then switch to another. I might read 15 minutes each night of each one.
Oh, that's fun. That's like watching. It's just like watching like 30-minute episodes of television anymore. So that makes sense. Because like me and Maddy we'll discuss like this later, but we started watching the sci-fi original Resident Alien, and I came across my internet Google feed, and it's like, you should check out this sci-fi original blah 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 thingy bobber. Then I seen Adam Turdick. I was like, oh, Adam Turdick, I love him. He was damn Tucker and Dale. He was hilarious in Tucker and Dale.
Right.
And he does the voice of the Joker. He's like in the damn Harley Quinn cartoon. And I love that guy. He's fucking awesome. So I was like, all right, let's check it out. It's like 3 years old. And then there's like freaking Graham Greene. I was like, oh, what the hell? There's an Indian in this? I was like, wait a minute. There's Indians in this show? And it was like...
There's an author and an actor by that name. The author is dead. Graham Greene wrote books, and then there's the Indian actor, Graham Greene.
Yeah, I might have mixed them up, but either way, the one that is in Resident Alien, he was in like...
Right. He was in Reservation Dogs.
He was the uncle, the one that was looking for the pot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But he's in this.
Yeah.
We started season 2. I'm on the Kodi app, so I'm pirating the shit out of it because I don't want to fucking wherever the hell it's from. I just go Kodi. I've got Fire Stick, and I put the Kodi app on there, and I pay real Debrid, and I pirate. I don't give a damn. But that series is fantastic. It just wrapped up, I think. They only got 3 seasons, but it's pretty fun and legit. It's a real fun series. If you haven't got a chance to check it out because Resident Alien is amazing.
I think I've watched an episode of it.
Yeah, once I realized it was Adam Turdick, all right, I'm in, and then I seen the storyline and the way it rolled. And then the indigenous factor was just kind of fun. And it's like, that's relatable. That's like my fucking uncles and cousins, all my fucking family. Just fuck all y'all. But also like, yeah, that's true. We definitely hang out, and it's like, if we get together, there's going to be food and we're all chilling and we're going to talk shit about basketball. And there it is. And it's just like, yep. Resident Alien. It's a blast. And me and Maddy have been enjoying the hell out of it here the last 3 weeks now.
Okay.
But it's definitely, if you start watching it, continue watching it because it's fun. And he's a real son of a bitch. And that's fucking awesome. I really like that factor about him. It's like, he is more relatable than the rest of the characters in the series. Alien, I love him. Because, damn right. He is awesome. But that's been a blast. Yeah, Resident Alien, check it out. Stupid YouTube, Google fucking telling me to watch shit, and I check it out, and then I'm like, God damn it, you fucking AI fucking synth program finding me and finding what I like somehow. Fuck you.
Sure.
God damn it. It's sick. And
it's definitely been an interesting podcast.
It definitely has been a show. We have definitely talked about a lot of crazy shit and a lot of stuff about Lifetime. We should be on fucking Lifetime. Shit. If we could make this into like some holiday theme, like Amanda at work would definitely watch us.
And she would say, can you just imagine what comes up next?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to have a little edge to it so it doesn't become the Hallmark shit.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, we got to have some cussing and damn meanness. Yep, that's us. That's us. We are the Chainsaw Bar, the horror podcast.
Where else can you come up with Hunter Thompson in the conversation?
Yep. Lewis Carroll and Flann O'Brien talking about fucking George Takei's book. There you are.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Also, like, if y'all, this is unrelated, but if y'all didn't notice, like, in the final picture of this, It's going to be the speaker and the book stack and apparently 2 I voted stickers because my voted stickers on the computer. But Maddy apparently stole Aiden's I voted sticker, and today was a primary, which doesn't mean too much. It's just depressing because it's so bullshit.
Just drove on by.
Yeah, it's bullshit. The primaries just suck because as a Democrat, I didn't get shit to choose, and I was mad about it. And I was like, "Fuck this, man."
I would have checked the none of the above, or if there was a write-in candidate, no telling who I'd put in. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Pat Paulson.
Yeah, but during the damn fucking Hillary Trump damn run, I put in damn Cthulhu. So I'd rather have be all end all than either of those scumbags. And it didn't make a difference.
We're screwed either way.
Yeah, it's a fact. And this is just a primary, so it's like, yeah, let's go get a sticker. Fuck it. I got a sticker for the laptop, so free sticker and 15 minutes of time looking at people and just being friendly. It was fun, but it doesn't mean shit. That's the part that sucks. Because primaries in your own party don't mean shit. Depressing. I hate the damn government, but we're better off than some countries, and that's about the best we can hope for. Because some countries suck worse than we do, and whatever.
We're still up there in the top 10. You know, we're not number 1 anymore, but we're in the top 10.
Hell yeah, that's what we gotten for in America. We want to be in the top 10 of whatever the hell we're doing, even if it's governments. Jesus, it's a long fucking draw.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, let's see. What was I going to gun with you? Quick check. All right, quick talk about this, and then you're off. You're free to go scour the universe as you will. Pretty Things. What were your thoughts? You seen, of course, a pirated version. I fucking was a stupid ass and bought the $20 version, and immediately came onto a streaming service I pay for, and I was mad as fuck. But whatever. What do you think about Pretty Things?
I enjoyed it. Now that I've got a good copy, it's just aroused my curiosity, and I always liked anything with Willem Dafoe. And the trailer had me hooked from the first time that I saw it, and I'm glad Mr. Wedderburn got what he got at the very end.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that was a fucking... Yeah, that film... Yeah. I loved it. I seen the trailer...
The Hulk did that.
Yeah, the trailer was amazing. I was like, what in the world is this? And then I seen, it was getting nominated for shit, and I was like, alright, that sounds like a damn Friday night watch or something. Let's watch that somehow.
When she gets up from the table and says, I have to go over and slap that baby, she had me.
Yes. Yeah, that was a sell. I was like, that's relatable. I like that. I like her. Yeah. She's alright. She's in my fucking damn friend group. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I hope she gets, whatever, Oscar, or she's nominated or whatever, but I think, for off the wall and just a, total, mind fuck.
Yep.
Excuse the French, but a mind fuck for this time and, the times we were in, it was highly enjoyable.
Loved it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you totally nailed it there because that film was awesome. I sat there and watched it. It's like, I really want to rewatch this again because, it was so crazy and so insane. But then once you realize, he explains it, and it's like, that's why that entire bit makes sense. Yeah. But then it's like, you don't make any sense there, Willem Dafoe. But then he explains it later, and it's like, that explains that because fuck your dad.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, this is amazing. And it just ran, and the entire thing was just like a fucking fucking showcase. I loved it. Like, Willem Dafoe being Willem Dafoe, fucking Emma being fucking great, fucking the Hulk being fucking a jackass, damn great villainish kind of dude. Yeah. It was well enjoyed. I love that film. So, like, I might pick up a 4K version of it just for my personal collection. I might go to Orbit there here in the next year or so and pick up a hard copy, because that was a great film. I thought it was an Alice in Wonderland thing. So I'm a fucking Alice in Wonderland fucking junkie. But it wasn't quite that, but definitely there were it was a parallel to the Alice in Wonderland theory series stories. Because, like, she was definitely going through some strange shit.
Yeah.
And she came out of it fucking stronger than when she started, and that's fucking always a great story. Yeah. And loved it.
I put it right up there with Young Frankenstein as far as the classic.
100%. Yep. Yeah, definitely 100% nailed that. Yeah, like the end where they're just chilling, just having a damn cocktail. Yeah. That sealed the deal for me. It's like, this movie was amazing. Yep. And yeah, that's a great point. Like, yeah, that film was fucking fantastic. It was gritty. If you're not into some things, if you don't like nudity, it's probably not going to be your jam.
Yeah. But it had just enough.
Just enough. And, that was a gritty film. Loved it.
At the right time. You know, it wasn't overdone. It wasn't underdone.
Yep. And the way they explain it is perfection. I did love that. Man, that was so fun. But, yeah, that was a great film. That's like, we watched this week, and, man, damn, that girl, she can definitely perform.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, she's got a nice career ahead of her, so I'll be supporting her in whatever the hell she does now, because, like, she has done that performance was, like, fucking Grammy Award winning, I don't know. They get Oscars? It's Oscars, isn't it? They get in the film?
Yeah. That'll be coming up this weekend on Sunday.
Sweet.
When the time changes.
Ugh. Have to go to bed an hour earlier.
Actually started at 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock.
Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Hour earlier for bed, but yeah.
So the people in California can party longer.
Must
start earlier and party longer.
Must be nice. Yep. As long as you guys don't burn down, it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Pretty Things, man. That shit was awesome. Y'all check it out. It's a fucking solid. Yeah, it's probably 9.7 for me. Chainsaw's Room for me.
Right.
It's very near perfection. But, man, perfection's never perfect. There's hard damn things. And I don't know why I gave it 9.7, but that's where I stood. And that's pretty much as close to perfection as I will pick. Sometimes I'll pick 10, but it's not a straight up horror movie. Probably that's that 0.3%, but it definitely has a lot of horror feel to it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit damn shady going on.
You may or may not know this one's coming up soon. A Quiet Place, movie number 3, day 1, when it happens.
Oh, they're going back to the origins of The Quiet Place?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, it's called A Quiet Place, day 1. Saw the preview today.
That's an interesting series.
It's going to be good.
That's a crazy series. We haven't covered it on the show, but like, I've watched like the first one and the second one, and it's just like, alright, that's just interesting. It's just like the idea is cool. Like, so it's different.
Hopefully this one, ties it all together, and it won't be a flop like sequels upon sequels.
Yep. Oh, that does make me think about weird, not even related factor. Which is more scary to you, Joe? The 28 Days Later zombies or the classic zombies?
Oh, I'm a classic zombie.
All right. So which one would you rather have to deal with, though?
the classic.
All right, so in that mindset, would you be more afraid of having to deal with the 28 days later zombie?
Possibly.
Possibly. There ain't no fucking question. I'd rather deal with fucking the Night of the Living Dead zombies way better than the 28 days later zombies. That church scene, man, fuck all that shit. Like 28 days later, that church scene, that fucked my life up. It's like fast zombies can go fuck themselves. I want slow zombies the rest of my life. If it's
I don't think we'll ever have to fight the zombies, but you never know.
Yeah, hope not. God, knock on wood. Let's hope not. But let's segue that weirdness. God damn it, Joe. Let's segue that weirdness into like the recent award-winning comedian somebody that was in The Last of Us. He had one episode in this series called The Last of Us. Have you ever seen the series The Last of Us?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. I've only seen the one episode.
Who's the comedian?
Fuck. He's fucking... Blah, blah, blah. He's awesome. Let me check it out. Like, he got I don't know what to say about it, but I don't know, BAFTA or something, but let me type in Last of Us. I'm Google meing. Last of Us is this television series where zombies have taken over, but the zombies are... Oh man, I have to type that in, really?
Oh, that's on HBO, isn't it?
Yeah, it's HBO.
HBO. Right.
Yeah, Last of Us. Last of Us, and I typed in gay. Yeah, I'm sorry. But it definitely pulls it up. The Last of Us adaptation is... What's the episode called? I don't know. Either way, what is his name? In the story about Bill and Frank, it's amazing. Like, if you only watch one episode of The Last of Us, watch that one.
Bill and Frank?
The Bill and Frank episode, it's blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fuck. It's episode 3, I think? Oh, that's his name. Nick Offerman. Nick Offerman? He's a comedian.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. He was at act last year.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big beard or something. Yeah, he's, what was he in? Parks and Recreation.
Yep.
And,
Parks and Rec.
Some other oddball stuff.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I seen his stand-up comedian special on Netflix was solid. He was telling everybody to carry carry a Kleenex, little cloth disc that you wipe your face with that you can give to somebody else to wipe their face with. What are those things called? They're so archaic. Like a little cloth disc or square. It's a square. It's a cloth square that you used to carry in your pocket, that sometimes in your suit pocket, that you can give to somebody to wipe away their tears or coughing.
A
handkerchief?
That's it, handkerchief.
A handkerchief.
He was really big, like, he was telling this, during his comedy special on Netflix, he was giving advice how to be a man. And, like, one of his last damn things was like, whatever you do, carry a handkerchief. Because you never know. You never. Okay. Just have a handkerchief on you. You can give it to somebody, make sure it's clean, and you can give it to somebody in case there's, like, it's needed. And it's like, that's how you be a man. Like, all my fucking fathers and grandfathers always carried a handkerchief, and they just gave it away. It's like, all right, that's a giveaway.
I carry a handkerchief.
That's Nick Offerman. It's episode 3.
Did you...
He has not.
He has not seen this. Okay.
If you only watch one episode of this, it's a separate thing. It's a standoffish episode.
I watched the whole series. Mike watched this one episode.
Episode 3.
Okay.
Episode 3.
Last
Episode
of Us.
3. Okay.
Of
The Last of
Us.
Yeah.
And it is like a beautiful love story. It is one of the best love stories I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm
Yeah, 100%.
I'm choking.
100%.
I'm choking up. That is one of the best fucking love stories I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, so if you can...
And I'm not a romantic... I'm not a Mike.
It's a standalone.
Mike loves romance.
I love rom-coms to the end of the earth. But this one punches you straight in the face. It's that amazingly good and well written.
It is that much of a
in the horror genre too. So
love story.
It's so good.
Straight up in the horror.
You don't even have to watch any of the other fucking series.
You don't, because Mike didn't watch the rest of the show.
Didn't play the video game it's based on.
I didn't play the video game either, but I watched the rest of the show. I watched the whole show, but that one I made you watch.
Yeah.
I made you watch it because it was such a beautiful love story that I could
It's
not.
An amazing story, though. It's crazy. It's great. It's amazing. Yeah, Nick Offerman in that is fucking off his tits. Well done. Murray Burrett, is just kind of there, and he definitely pings here and there. And the shit those two guys go through, and the shit that happens around them, all the fucking zombies, all the fucking extra people, the two main characters showing up and stuff, fucking amazing. Yeah, it pops. Okay. Check it out. If you don't watch any of...
But Nick Offerman, his character right here.
Yeah. Last of Us.
Damn it.
Last of Us. Watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and watch it by Thursday when I come to work.
Yeah, I'll be back Friday because we're on the last 3-day weekend.
Oh, okay.
Last 3-day weekend. I'm bummed. But, it's spring after this. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can, turn your clock ahead on Sunday.
Ugh.
So you're not late for work.
I really don't want to go. I just
don't
want to go. I might call it. No.
Spring ahead and fall back.
Spring to failure. Yep.
But
But The Last of Us, episode 3, check it out. It is a fucking baller. It's a 10 chainsaws out of 10 fucking damn deal. It's amazing.
And you're gonna cry.
10 chainsaw. All right.
Boom.
Can't get any better than that.
No, it is epic. It is epic for what it is.
You will cry.
You might cry. Might cry.
If you have a heart, you will cry.
Yeah, you can cry later in the bathroom when you're around somebody. You might say, is it smoking in here? Is there smoke? And then you can blame it on that. But you don't have to cry about it. But it definitely pulls at the heartstrings. It's a great story. It's a great story. But with that, that's our suggestion for this week. Check out The Last of Us episode 3, season 1. The best of the best. And the rest of the series, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it. The rest of it is also awesome.
There we go.
It's actually...
All right.
I didn't play video games, so I don't know how that goes. But as far as the series goes, straight up, they fucking... It is absolutely heartwarming. It is absolutely terrifying. It is absolutely, if you're a parent looking after a kid.
Ooh, that's worrisome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
I mean, that's the whole feeling of it. It's just I gotta take care of this kid right now. I gotta take care of the kid. And,
all right.
It's a rough cut because the whole time you're like, how am I gonna get my kid through this? And this is something that me and my friends have said for years, who are just horror fanatics. We're Okay, but you got kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in some sort of apocalyptic scenario. How are you going to get your kids through this?
Mm-hmm.
This is an honest dialogue between me and some of my female friends. Who are like, what the fuck? What the fuck will we do if it was the kids?
Right.
And we gotta fight through a zombie apocalypse. Through an apocalypse. How will we fucking do that?
Mm-hmm. Alright.
And now apparently there's been this dialogue.
And well, now we at least have a playbook sort of to work with a little bit. And let's leave it at that. Because Joe's gotta go damn.
Go ahead, Joe.
He's gotta continue being awesome without us. And we've got to call Geno and involve Geno in the podcast for a little bit. Because he's called 3 times and I've ignored him because we're in the middle of things. And we will bring him into the fold. And we're definitely not talking about the Civil War or Jesus Christ. So there we go. So we're ignoring that.
Enjoy your 3-day weekend.
Hell yeah. This is day 1. It's been epic.
Thanks,
it's been more awesome because you've been involved, Joe. And
absolutely.
And I'm so happy that you got to fucking enjoy Pretty Things just as much as I did. Maddy.
Oh, yes.
You watched it?
Any quick questions to Joe that will be in the next 5 minutes? 26 minutes and countdown.
Did you watch that movie too?
He did.
Yep.
That was wild, right?
We'll definitely do the movies on Tuesday. We'll see what's coming up.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. That film was wild and.
All right, Joe, you've been wrangled in for 4 minutes of Pretty Things recap with Maddy. I'm counting down.
I don't even remember as much as probably anybody else does.
All right, then there you go.
Okay.
It was a great film, man. I love that film.
Right.
Amazing.
All right, we'll get Mr. Geno going.
All right, we'll wrangle in Geno.
It was really cool, though, right?
It was a really cool film. Like, that thing, it deserves all the Oscars it may get. Because that thing was pretty awesome. All right.
All right.
What were you going to say, Joe? You said something. It's something. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say it'll probably win at least best costumes.
Oh, all right. We're calling best costumes. I'm going to say best costume.
Why?
That's what Joe's going with. I'm going to go with best. I'm going to go best original screenplay.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
All right. That's my gamble for the damn Oscars. Maddy, you got anything? What do you think them Pretty Things will win at the Oscars? For our gambling half of the podcast.
Because I don't think that they will.
What do you think it deserves? What do you think it should get, then? Not you, Miro, because you just said Willem Dafoe. And Willem Dafoe definitely would win damn Best Supporting Actor. I agree with Willem Dafoe for fucking Ramiro the Cat's going Willem Dafoe Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. Good to know, Miro.
One thing for sure, we won't see Will Smith slap anybody.
That's an unfortunate miss. I wish I could see Will Smith show up and slap the shit out of somebody. Every fucking Oscar. But, all right, Ramiro's going to Willem Dafoe Best Supporting Actor. But,
I wish that my girl could make,
Ramiro
level, stuff, but I don't think she can. I don't think that the Oscars would let her do that.
Yeah, these are not amazing. These aren't like a crazy damn gambles here. Like, he's going best costume, and that is 100% best costume possible. I went best original screenplay.
Who was the best costume?
Pretty Things. Of the damn Oscar list.
Yeah.
Which
all right,
she's nominated for Best Actress.
Oh my God, that's gonna be tricky, man. She's up against a couple, one or two maybe good ones. It wasn't a great year, but there's Jean again. But yeah, she's definitely up against some okay ones, but she actually probably will squeak that one because it wasn't like the other list. I don't even think I can even remember any that was amazing as that performance I seen. But I don't know. We got Willem Dafoe as Best Supporting Actor if he's nominated, according to Ramiro the Cat, and that's our bet. Maddy doesn't know about the Oscars at all, and she can't even think of anything. She's shaking her head the entire time. But
okay,
all right, Joe. That's our episode.
Here, boss.
That's all right.
On 3, we do the Chainsaw Bar Salute, which is a big old room. On 3, Joe, it's been great talking to you. We'll talk to you again, hopefully in the next 3 weeks, because this podcast is so stupid, and I don't fucking run a weekly or bi-weekly schedule. We did a Valentine's Day episode, and that took me 3 days to edit, and there you are, and that's the last one we did, and it was just okay. It was fun. But this has been fun. It's been awesome as shit to talk to you, and we are going to be talking to Geno for the next 15 or 20 minutes, hopefully tops, because holy shit, I do not want to edit a 2-hour podcast. But there we are. So, on 3, we vroom, we salute. It's been awesome talking to you, Joe. You ready, Maddy? All right. 1, 2, 3, vroom. All right, Joe, it's been awesome to talk to you. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
Have a good one.
Hell yeah. Let's see what Geno's into. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1. Chickadee check. Looks good. Geno, hit me.
This is Geno Benelli on the site, and he is reckless on the site. So I'm talking to my friend, and this is where we want to begin.
Looks brilliant. All right, we're good. All right, Geno. We had Big Joe. Yeah, that was good. We had Joe on the podcast earlier, and the book stack is a book stack of craziness. So I gotta ask you, what's the craziest book you remember reading growing up to this point?
Civil War books.
Civil War books. Yeah, that's the craziest things you've read. Really, you haven't read anything. Those are history books.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, old Edgar Allan Poe. All right. Which book?
Edgar Allan Poe is probably my favorite writer and stuff like that. 100%.
All right.
Like Quote the Raven, The Gold Bug.
The Gold Bug. What's that about? I didn't read that one.
Nah, it's an old day. They banned that one.
No shit, Gold Bug. Huh.
Yeah, Gold Bug.
Why'd they ban it? Was it racist?
Yeah, I think it had the N-word in or something like that, and they banned it. But,
yeah.
But Quote the Raven, I highly think everybody ought to read Quote the Raven. And then there's one, The Pit and the Pendulum.
Yeah, that one was a good book. I'll give you that. That was crazy. Yeah, that was a good book.
So Edgar Allan Poe is my favorite.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a great call. All right. Good to know. That was the book stack. Like, we have a couple Edgar Allan Poe.
I mean, I give you 3 books that he wrote and stuff like that. That's pretty good. And that's the most memorable. Damn it. Sound like the president. Most rememberable one.
Fair enough. I'm just sitting here thinking it's not rememberable. It's no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just memorable, and maybe it's just memorable, and maybe it's not rememberable, but maybe it's memorable. It sounds wrong. It sounds wrong. Rememberable sounds way better. Memorable sounds like a hack. But yeah, it's probably memorable. Fucking noting on book 130. Memorable versus rememberable.
That I could remember.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe did some good work. Like, his work has been really fucking damn done. It's been done. It's been movied. It's been horror fucking movied. It's been all the stuff. It's gotten some great damn
Pit and the Pendulum. The Quote the Raven and the Gold Bug.
Yeah, all good stuff. Maybe some of it's dated because of the fucking racism that was inherent in their time. But
the Gold Bug, that was the only one that had anything to do with that.
It doesn't. It still doesn't make that much a difference because you have to read it thinking you have to read it knowing what time period it was written in and what was acceptable in the time period. And during that time period, of course, that was something. It wasn't great, but that was during the time period.
And the damn thing of this, who is going to read a book today? Nobody.
Yeah, unless it's on the internet, not many people. That's sad. Yeah, we've been talking about books for the last damn fucking holy shit.
But I really like. I love them. I love the books, and I've read the books, and I've read the Civil War books, and I had to educate myself about war and everything like that until technology came along, and then I still don't know how to do technology. I don't even know how to text.
Yeah, I know. Like, really, that's annoying as shit because really, if I have nothing going on, then like I answer your phone call and it's just like, hey, what you doing? It's like, just text me something. Text me a message, you motherfucker.
I don't know how to do it, and I ain't going there.
Yep, and I'm gonna continue to ignore your phone calls, you son of a bitch, because I have got no time to talk on the phone. I've got time to write a quick, witty damn response.
I can't spell.
Well, generally, autocorrect will spell ish. They will spell ish for you. They'll spell close to what you're spelling.
I can read the Bible, but I cannot spell.
Yeah,
I can spell like easy sentences and stuff like that, but damn, no, not an autograph.
Yeah, the thing about them texting is it's simple texting. It's just like, yo man, I'm just chilling. How you doing? I'm doing great. How you doing? And then you're like, oh man, it's been a rough day. Had a whole thing to deal with. And that's it. It's simple words, but it's just like if you're talking to your friends. It's not like you're trying to do a podcast.
I would just rather just pick up the phone, call your name, say your name, and then I'll be like, okay, Mike. So I can tell you what's on my mind, not type it down something. It's going to take me 100 fucking years.
Yeah. Hey, you just have to figure it out, Gene. Once you get good at it, you're going to wonder why the hell you're even talking to us at all.
Well, I'd rather talk to you, see?
Yeah,
I'd rather hear your voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, on the podcast, yeah. Phone calls are fun. But, like, I'd rather, if it's something just trivial, like, hey man, can you give me a ride? I'd rather just you send me a text message and I'll be like, yeah, sure. Instead of you calling me, I'm like, oh fuck, he's calling me. What the hell does he want to talk about? And then it's like, then you call me and it's like, hey, you give me a ride? It's like, yeah, cool. Then I'd still like, You could just send me a text message and ask me a question and not waste 2 minutes of my time with a fucking phone call. It's so annoying. This is the point we are with technology.
I mean, because I could use this answer your phone. I'll be like, hey, man, hey, what's up, man? You want to go fishing?
Yeah.
Simple as that. Then you can say, yay, nay.
Yep. It's annoying. But, yeah. I don't know. Like, you're at the beginning of technology, you know. That's the thing about you. It's fun to see somebody at the beginning of technology. You only just got a smartphone here in the last 5 years. And that's just barely pre-pandemic by maybe a year, I'd say, actually. Like, the pandemic happened and you got a smartphone the year before, maybe, right? Oh my god, alright. Noted 35, edit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Maddy's upstairs yelling, so edit. There's some shit going on upstairs. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't pick up on the podcast. This microphone's amazing. It's not Aiden's microphone, which is like the newer version of this one, but it is what it is. Our Blue Yeti we've been using for the last fucking 4 years now. It's starting to fail, I think, but it's still amazing.
Getting hot, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you're running through the damn air raid right now, so that's fun. But you don't have a real fucking damn fantasy book that you remember reading when you were a kid. Fantasy. Let's just put it at that, so that kind of defines things.
Besides that, yeah, man.
Alright. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe definitely does nail it. Alright, let me see if we can bring you into anything else.
Hey, you really like Edgar Allan Poe. You really like that. You really like it.
I read The Damn Raven, and it was cool, but that was like 1,000 years ago. And that's all I gotta say about that. Like, I'm pretty sure, actually I don't have any Edgar Allan Poe books I know of. I've got Lewis Carroll, and that shit's batshit crazy as shit, and it's good. But I don't have any Edgar Allan Poe books that I know of. Maybe Maddy has one or two that are in the bookshelf, but outside the Raven, I've not read anything by him. But the Raven was real good. It's kind of like weird damn ominence and shit's going down, but
The Penguin, now that's pretty scary.
the book?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check that out then. I'm going to put a note there, damn. 138, Hitting the Pendulum. Edgar Allan Poe book. Hopefully
It's a short story, but damn scary.
Yeah, most of those guys back then were doing like pamphlet books. They weren't doing full books, they were doing pamphlet books.
There's just short stories and stuff like that. And
Geno, we'll take a pause on the chainsaw bar. Geno, you hold on, I'll call you back in a minute, and we'll stop here for a moment, and we'll be back.
alright, gotcha.
Intermission, hot dogs and popcorn and shit dancing around the room.
And may it be great.
Exactly.